Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Soviet Skylines, and today we're gonna be focusing on whale tier. Among other things. So what we need to resolve here is two big things. Well, actually three big things. Wow, things pile up when you're not doing your job. So, the biggest thing is making people happy. Second thing, we are paused at the moment. Second thing is workers to the refinery. And the third thing would be to pump out some of this fuel to our local storages for local consumption. So we are using at the moment same storage. We're using same storage for both exports and local consumption. So what we're gonna do here is create a pumping station, and we're gonna pump into our storage area somewhere. We're gonna have storage area for local consumption that hopefully will be more or less about the size of the trains that we are using at the moment. It can be bigger, it doesn't really matter, but what we need to have is, here we go. Is this bad boy? No, it's not. Where is our oil bad boy? So we would have to have something that is similar to the size of the current oil tankers that we're using. For example, we have 100 tons of bitumen and 200 tons of fuel. We can check elsewhere. You can see that we do have fuel still available, so we are not losing any fuel at the moment. This is not guaranteed that in the future this is gonna not be an issue. So we will have to address this as soon as possible. So all three stuff we're going to be addressing at the same time. We have a bitumen shortage over here for some reason. I think we're going to have to address that one as well. So, gloomy day in Dublin, so we're gonna go and do some gaming today. It's Mod Monday as well, you're gonna see it after this episode. Unfortunately, it's still not recorded, so we don't have any, in this episode, we're not gonna have any buildings from Mod Monday. Couple of things, let's address several things that we have on the list here. First, students in Koptigrad. Now, this is an interesting idea. I tried already in Statsovo and Markusovo with student accommodation and then transferring people for colleges to a city that has college. This partially worked. So I would like to ask you guys, what do you think about this student accommodation? Now, initially, yeah, of course, it's accommodation for students, but they don't use it always. So when do they use it? When do they not use it? What is the purpose of this? I will say what I know. I know that students who don't finish college by the year of 21, their year of birth, 21 years after their birth, they go into the dorms. Okay, if we have university in the city, it's gonna be empty. So example number one, if the university is well connected and we have student accommodation like we have here in Murmansk, this is pointless. It's close to here. Technically they shouldn't have, wow, okay, this university is not being, technically people born in these small buildings here, they don't have direct access to university, but unfortunately they do because of the public transport system that takes them on the other side of town. So how do we utilize the universities? Well, obviously they should have a function in this game because developers put them there, and should we use them? Of course, we have a couple of really nice models like this one from Mr. Rob's for student accommodation, but do we put it there while it's not even being used? The best thing, what would be the best thing? I'm thinking that we can build universities outside of the cities with no access to our students, and then we can have our dorms filled with new people that they require education. But again, you would have to have a public transport system to deliver students to university. And this public transport system, is, if it's too effective, they're still gonna get education by the time that they're 21. If it's not effective enough, it could affect our future bright people, but I think that's practically impossible. We have more educated, college-educated people than well, rest of the population, more or less. Not really, but close enough. So how do we utilize these? And they have another secret weapon, these guys, these dormitoriums, is that when the people who live in there actually finish college, and they are over 21s, when they actually finish college, they are teleported. They are teleported in the elsewhere around the country to empty accommodation. Now this has multiple benefits. Well, let's say they have more benefits than downsides. So benefit would be you don't have to worry about overpopulation, because the majority of your people, or can we even make most of our people, to be teleported to new cities or where they're needed. For example, Whale Tier that has a lot of accommodation. So what do we do with these universities? I'm thinking now, this is my train of thought, that if we move this university elsewhere, let's say over here where it's out of their range, we build a public transport system to this university. This is just an example. I'm not gonna do this. I think Murmansk looks perfect as it is. If we move all the people, all the university outside of the city, and then have a public transport system there, will this... You know what, did we finish university in Koptigrad? If we didn't, maybe we can do this test here, but unfortunately looks like we kinda did. But is this a school? No, this is university. I think, first of all, Koptigrad needs better university. I think we might do something like this. I think we should go and probably build university maybe down the valley here. Maybe here next to our... Yeah, this would be perfect. If we build university here next to our chemical plants, because it's chemical university anyway. So this would transport students and workers here, and we will have to have a really good transport system. Obviously trains will have to accept 200 and 420, so 600 people plus the students to get there. But mix use trains can have their own problems, because if you load too many workers and not enough students, then you're gonna have too many workers that are gonna be just driving there and back. It probably would be the best to have separate transport systems, so trains for workers and then for students have a bus system. I'm thinking about this. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm gonna leave university here for now. We definitely need to expand the city. We are kind of working on it, but I think this is not gonna be enough. We're gonna need more and more. Do we have 1,400 people, working people here? I didn't really calculate how many we're gonna need. I'll do that in the future episodes. You can see that. Okay, 100 here, it's 90, but let's say 100. This is 60 here. Let's say these two are 150. University is gonna be another 50 to 100, and then we have 10 here. That would be 150. This is, let's say, 200 at the moment. 225, 250. Sports hall here, 270. Whoa. Really? Libraries are not enough? I would say we have another 500 people here, so that would be 600 and 500 and 1,100. I think we're gonna need at least 3,000 people living in Koptigrad in order to have it functioning, let's say, perfectly or close. At the moment we do have a lot of accommodation for our people, and we are building more. I think I'm gonna go and expand this as well, but let's leave that alone until we start on the big projects in Whale Tier. Actually, you know what? No, let's do it right now. No, this is fun. I need to resolve some of the issues with 15 freaking pages of messages. Students in Koptigrad, this is the issue. I have a list of things that we need to discuss now. Mr. Bill gave me amazing advice, which is quite reasonable, and I don't understand why I don't utilize it more. Okay, because we can't. Okay, so Mr. Bill's advice was to remove these intersections or these wooden beams when they're not being used. Unfortunately, here all of them are being used because we are still constructing railroad from both sides. This one from there. Let me just see if he already got it assigned. Not really. He should have this one assigned. Let me just check if... I have no idea why he didn't assign it, but let's do it manually. We need to assign this railroad over here manually to be constructed. What? Did we change something here? Let's see why he doesn't have access to this railroad. Okay, right, here we go. Because these exchangers here are in the wrong direction. I think we're gonna have to have something like this. No. This one needs this one to be free. Oof, okay. This is not easy. Let's try it. Let's try it like this. Let's try it like this, and I'm gonna be close by to see if they're gonna start or finish this. So we put this in dual direction, but I think this will not work because train's coming from here. If this one is free, he's gonna populate it, and then train can come from this direction into this one. So I think we're gonna have to do the unthinkable, and that would be double chain semaphores. But look, let's have it as a practice and see how it works. Right, okay, this is Mr. Bill's. The second Mr. Bill's suggestion is amazing, and I'm thinking about it always, but not when it matters. We need electricity connection for our trains, and I didn't do that. So I need electricity connections for the trains, more additional ones. So we expanded to Koptigrad, I didn't build it. We expanded to Chemical City, I didn't build it. We even expanded to Capital City, and I still didn't build it. So since railroad here it's not done yet, we can play around with this one. Let's see if we have high voltage cables here. I will well, this is definitely the one that I was supposed to be looking. Here we go. We have high voltage cables here. Can I even use that? Let's check the medium ones. Where are they? Wasn't I supposed to have these? We have there. I thought we were gonna have something here. Unfortunately not. Okay, let's start on this project real quickly. So I'm gonna electrify this part. Let's say this one here. This is gonna be a capital city. Hopefully capital city railroad. Hopefully we're gonna have this connected as well. This is a little bit bendy. I would like to get this straight. You know what we have here, but is this good enough? Oh, aren't we? Wasn't I? Oh, right, it's here. Sure. We're building it here. I can do it. This is straight. Perfect. Let's see if this is enough space for this one here. Okay. Railroad electricity connection. We'll put it in this direction. Okay. In the middle, that would be fine. Put it here. There we go. This is additional railroad infrastructure. Let's go back and build this, and then gravel road. Okay, let's just go for gravel road. Construct this. This is going to be constructed by automation, and then later on, when we address the issues with the capital city, we're going to have this one, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to have this one connected to the rest of the grid somehow. Somewhere. I'll see where this is going to be connected for construction purposes and so on. We already have this one constructed, so this shouldn't be an issue. Okay, and the last thing was the thing that we're going to address in one of the three things in Weltir. Mr. Bill said that we should build tanks, additional tanks that will pump bitumen and fuel for our train consumption first. This should not be hard. We should just go and get the storage areas and those tall tanks on some kind of tanks with, it doesn't really have to be 1,000 tons of oil or bitumen. It just needs to be enough for us to have for trains, but again we will have to have it for future consumption as well. Sorry, so for next train that arrives, we're gonna have to fill them in faster. So maybe having a bigger storage wouldn't be waste. This is vertical storage. It has only 400 tons. It doesn't take a lot of space though, so we can potentially play with this one. Does it have? Yeah, this one has weird. It doesn't have collisions. That's fine. I'll work around that. Or maybe we're gonna use the different storage facility for our fuel. We have multiple options here. But anyway, we're gonna address this later. And for now, we're gonna go back and just place a couple of buildings under construction in Koptigrad because like we said, we need 3,000 workers. here. Oh, sorry, did I miss something? Yes, Mr. Moore and gravel. Yes, gravel production is a really, really good idea. We always considered that Galask is going to be production of food and the gravel. This was planned from the beginning. That's why we built a lot of stuff here. I don't know even how to call it. It's let's call it stuff, because it looks like, yeah, crap. But this was supposed to be always the gravel production center, but I think this old stuff here needs to be redone. Maybe it would be better if we move the construction industry. So if we move this construction industry a little bit further away from the city, and then move it away from the city, really? Let me see this. Okay, it still has pine in the forest, so it's not affecting our forest production. I was thinking that I didn't reforest this area in a while. Anyway, so I was thinking of moving this, making it nicer, this construction area around here, and maybe even then replace the, let's say, this gravel area with only industry that is gonna be, you know, future developing Galask area. So let's say, you know, cement loaders, asphalt loaders, gravel loading area, same like this, just upgraded, and remove gravel production elsewhere, more centrally located. How is this gonna help us? It's gonna have less trains coming in here. You will have one train bringing gravel, but we have several trains taking gravel out at the moment. So something like this is an option. I mean, we wanted this to be from the beginning gravel production, of course food as well, but gravel production, and it is. So I'm not really sure if I should move it. I'll definitely consider it, because most of the gravel is not really used anywhere here. So this gravel being transported through these railroads is waste of railroad capacity, and that's not really profitable industry. We should probably keep it short. For the future development, future ideas, I might even use locally produced gravel, not centrally located gravel, but that's something to consider in the future. Okay, and technical services in Weltier, I'm gonna just do this because I think Mr. Moore said this long... Oh, okay, we did it already. Long time ago. I thought I forgot about it, but looks like... I didn't. Okay, so let's focus on Copti and build a couple of buildings over here. We can expand in any direction, but I would like to expand in this direction, just to build some kind of a block, some kind of block of apartments, the same model of like we have here. So residential would be the best thing to do. Where are they? Here we go. We said that these are 9 stories, so we can go for shorter ones. So these are 7 stories, 7-story high. We can go back to back, or we can go... This doesn't look bad. So a couple of 7-story. Do we have even shorter ones? 9... we have 5. Coffee time for me. Just a sec. Okay, here we go. It's 10:30 when I'm recording this. After this, I'm going to be recording the Mod Monday. But for now, we're gonna start with this one. Let's level this area, because these buildings don't have collisions. And when they don't, which I like, when they don't have collisions, I like to make it as perfect as possible. Usually I level it as the road nearby, as this is the, let's say, a hard point to which we can measure against, because all of this is fluid. We can always change these things, but a road is already in place. Of course, we can demolish it, but anyway. So we said we're gonna go for, let's say, 7-story high buildings. Okay, these are corner ones. How can we utilize this to look nice? Can we... Do we have anything delivered here? No, vehicles are on the way, but that's only gravel and concrete. These buildings don't have collision, but they are built like we can probably build them close to... maybe not. Well, next to each other in this direction, yes. But this is further away from the town center. I think I would like to skip this. I would like to have just the buildings as they are. Maybe even like this. How many people live here? 77. 99. This is 9 stories, 7 story, 5 story. How many in the 5 story? This is 55, but it's long. Yeah, these apartments look to be a little bit more luxurious, which I definitely support. I like our people to be comfortable, so having something like this. What about... This is 10 story, 9, 9. We need 7. Here we go. This is 7. This is corner. Do we want to try to play with this? Let's try to play a little bit. This is a 7-story high building. And then do we have another 7-story high here? 7-story high. So if we build something like this, if you zoom in, you probably can get the 3D model or model of this, and then you can get it. Like this maybe. Does it look like it's connected? You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's go for the third one. That would be another 7-story high building. 5-story. This would be 7. What the hell? Okay, that's definitely not one. These are the corner ones. Ah, right. This is when we want to angle them a little bit. Interesting. And how many people live here? 9. They actually have capacity. That's cute. That's cute. No. So let's go for 7-story. Is this a corner again? Yes, it is. But this is this a different corner? Yeah, I don't think we have different corner. This can just go zigzagging like this. Let's see. 7-story, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7. This is the one we already have here. Oh, yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's make it look like a one long building a little bit. Let's level this first. So if I try to level it here, just a little bit more, this area, so it doesn't levitate in the air when we are done with it. There we go. And then we said, what's in the beginning? What's here? 7-story. Yeah, let's just go with this one. Let's try to get corner to corner. Bang. There we go. Probably would be much better if I connected it on the other side with the footpaths. Unfortunately, it is how it is. And unfortunately, these buildings have the only one entrance. So that means we're going to have to get the gravel built first before we start construction of these buildings. So there we go. I'm gonna finish this area, this neighborhood. It's not really too populated, but I'm gonna say that I'm happy with this one. Potentially we're gonna have another line of really low-rise buildings here, but because they're on the hillside, all of them, I think they might be the same height. Maybe not, but it's not really, you know, bad hillside. One other thing I forgot to finish in the last episode with Koptigrad is we talked about the bridges, and yes, I should probably use different bridges, but unfortunately in this area here this is not going to be possible because we are too tight on space here. We don't have another. Well, it's tight. It's tight. I should build probably this road first. Because I want to have T intersection over here. So let's say to around over here, and now we need to connect these two with bridges. So we can try Mr. Jeff bridges. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3 high here and then connect them. Okay, they connect perfectly, but unfortunately it doesn't work for us. Probably pillars are going over the railroads. Yeah, you can see that it can be done. What about bending? No. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do, but we can always go from the other side. Let's see how it goes here. Like this. And then connect it here. Oh, crap, this looks horrible. Let's go and remove this bent, and let's go and build this bridge like this. How does this look like? Not too bad. I think I'm happy with this. I think we need to move on anyway, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. We need to continue construction. Let's say Copti 2 for now. These buildings are Copti 1 and Copti 2. That's fine. I wanted to build a little bit more residential. We can probably. Just let me check if we have a range for our people. 300 meters. You can see that these guys here are not going to be in range for shop if I build anything there. It's already 364 meters. Now this is not a problem. Of course, I can build a public transport system, but until then, I think I will stay away from building buildings outside of range, just not to make our people suffer or whatever. But I would like to have something here in the city center, so I'm gonna go for another residential building. I think this one is gonna be either iconic or tall or something like that. This is 21 story high. Ooh, these are nice. I think, no, I think I'm gonna leave these for capital city. And I think this is a little bit too tall. What about these? These have road connections. I usually don't like that. Do we have anything else? None, Mr. Rob's ones. These are the tall ones. These are... I have no idea what these are. They look similar to the ones we worked on. Residential tower. Again, this is probably better for capital city. And then we have... this is not bad. Yeah, we had these before. Sure. Can we build like 2 of these? Let's go back to back here. So let's go like this. Let's level this, because this is obviously... we have a little bit of a problem. Here we go. I wanted this to be straight to this connection here. But looks like we will have to get everything leveled to this height, where the footpath is actually blocking us. But let's see if we try to do this, if it's... here we go. You can see that this is much better. So this is how it's gonna be, and then back to this one, like this. And let's go and connect this to mud roads, just so we can start on the construction. And Copti 1 and Copti 2. So we're gonna have Copti 2 over here. Now we can be even smarter and just lower the amount of workers working on this construction, because until we are ready to have it wait. No, the vice versa. We need workers here, because groundwork is gonna be, of course, done with machinery, but the workers will come here. But we have a lot of workers available here. We have 600. That's perfect. Okay, so how are we doing time-wise? Let's see how much time did I waste on this one. 26 minutes in the second segment or so. So finally we're gonna address the issue of Koptigrad. Koptigrad will be the fuel is the issue here. So happiness of people, number 1, fuel number 2, and what did we say number 3 is? Yes, workers to the refinery. Yes, those things need to be addressed now. So first, let's find out where we can place the tanks. This looks like a really busy area. Yeah, overhead wires is something that I want here. 100% I want these overhead wires. You know what we're gonna do first? First, we're gonna do the simplest thing. The simplest thing, why is there... these guys are going away with workers on board. That's strange. Let's see here. 95 workers and 2 passengers. Okay. So, how many workers do we have here? We don't have a lot of workers. This is... interesting. We need to address this. Is this a population issue? It could be. It could be that, look at here, we have only 212 unemployed people. These buses carrying workers are... well, this one is full. But, okay. Whoa. Step back. Here we go. Here's one of the issues. These guys are not doing anything, and they are employing a lot of people. Chemicals, they are really required, so let them work. I think this would be a good first step to resolving, yeah, more people to the refinery. We would have more fuel here, but again, like Mr. Bill said, this is not the solution to this issue. So we would have to have the conveyor pipe engine. We need to get the... is this the... yeah, this is the one, but I need the other one. Rotate it twice. Yes, that's the one. So we need to connect this pumping station over here, but we don't have any outgoing pipes. Actually, we do. We have outgoing pipes over here connected to this. So if we build this pumping station here, can we even build this? Build this? We need pumping station. Pumping station is crucial to this. Why so? Because we need to pump from here forcefully into the tanks that we're going to be using. So we have several, let's see, pipes. Okay, these are outputs. I have no idea what outputs are doing here. They are connected to here. What the hell are you delivering here? That's an interesting question. I have no idea where we have input, but doesn't matter. We need the output pipes, and we have 2 of them. This is for crude oil, and this is the one that we need. Let's just pause this for a second, and I should be paused all the time. So this pipe over here needs to go not here. What about here? Actually, we can't really choose. These two, so we have 1, 2. This one is getting crude oil from here. Is it? Yeah, this is getting... Is it crude oil? What the hell are you doing? And what about ships that are coming here? This is... No, they're taking the... What the hell is this? Okay, so this... pipe over here. No, I'm mistaken here. Yeah, these are... Let's just remove some of the foliage here to see what we're dealing with. Yeah, these are intersected. So he's getting crude oil for trains. That's probably for chemical industries and so on. So these two are the only inputs we have. Output, I still don't have an idea why we do have output over here, but let's see this. This is input, and we need to go this middle one. So let's remove all of this together, and let's see if I can play around with this to actually make it work. You can see that this was going this way, but we cannot have it go that way anymore. We need to connect it to this one. Maybe we're gonna have to resort to underground. Let's see. F3? Yeah. Underground is gonna work. You know what? Sure. And then here, will this work? Underground works always. Sure, you know what? Let's, because we need this as soon as possible, let's have it as an underground. I don't know if that makes any sense, but well tier should be finishing this, and until this is done... Oh, whoa. No. This is not supposed to be connected here, because this is not really needed, F3. We actually need to connect this to a storage facility first. We just connected it here because we need a pumping station. So F3 again, we need a storage area somewhere. Okay, so you can see that we have some space here. It doesn't really matter where the storage area is going to be, as long as it's in range of this. We can even put it here, and this was what I was aiming for initially. The problem with this is that this storage area that we have here, I'm not sure if this is... This vertical storage is altogether one storage of 400 tons. We cannot have separate ones. So we would have to go for either one of these three things, which takes a little bit more space. By the way, we can't really mess around with the footpaths and all that stuff. We're gonna have to put it somewhere else, or use something else. These are absolutely enormous. I bet that Mr. Bill would like us to have these. Huge, just to be safe. And then, what else do we have? These things. We have those small individual ones. Where are those? Here we go. But this is just one pumping station that we have here. If I go for these, I think I'm gonna have to have a different pumping station, which also is not a problem. Actually, yeah, it might be a problem. What I'm saying here is, if we go for one input, 3 outputs, that will be fine. We can pump all the different oils into the 3 different storages. But then we're gonna have to have another pumping station pumping it into here. That will be 3 into 1. This will be 1 into 3, and then 3 into 1. Do I want to do that? I don't know. The easiest, the simplest solution would be to have these storage areas here. They're quite big though. What about 2? They have those with 2 tanks, right? I think we do. I think we should. Here we go. Is this something? Ooh, whoa. This is 120 tons. This is not bad. Is this separated? Yes, this is separated into 3? Really? Oh no, it's 2. My bad. 2 oil tanks. This is 3 oil tanks. Small tank. Ooh, I like this. 3 different 120 tons each. It's a little bit less than our trains, but we can have more trains. You know what, maybe we should go for a bigger one. Yeah, I think Mr. Bill said 1,000 tons, and I think I should keep that. Not promise, but whatever we said there. So 1,000 tons. Let's be smart about this. Let's build something that actually, you know, I don't know what to say, because I have no idea where to place these tanks. even. They need to be obviously connected to the road network, and we are kind of, let's call it low on space. Can I reutilize the ones we have here? I probably can. You know what I can do? I can use these. I can literally use these and then have something for ships elsewhere. And then if I build it without pumping stations, they will be overflowing. Like they are overflowing from this refinery. Nothing goes in the tanks until the refinery is full. Okay, this is a little bit more difficult than I expected. Okay, that was a stupid idea that I just said. I think we're just gonna need more space. I think we're gonna have to move the shop from here because I think a lot of people are already, well, not really using it anymore. We are missing some capacity in the city center or in this area. We do have a shop over here. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go for this refrigeration truck. Let's just send it away. And this covered one as well. Let's just send them away and let them use that. Well, actually, you know what? I'll probably demolish it straight away. I don't know. Is this a smart idea? We don't need the shopping center here anymore. It's further toward. You know what? Maybe I think I'm trying to resolve issues by again moving stuff. You know what? Just don't go back, and I'll try to think of something else. Right, hillside, out of the question. This fire station here is definitely torn in my eye. Are we resolving this? There we go. We are resolving some things. Let's see. Fuel. Fuel is still not here. Where is fuel going? Fuel is going in this bastard over here. You know what? I can temporarily resolve this by sending... Whoa. Come on, go away. Go away. I'm doing this just so we can fill a little bit more fuel for this train. It's just leaving. Pause. Go back to loading. Go there. Return. Hopefully we're gonna get a little bit more fuel from here. Right. Skipping the issue. Well, we did resolve all other issues in Whale Tier except people's happiness. We are processing more oil. That's fine. What about crude oil? That's fine. Let me see if this public transport system is working. So we have this public transport system. It is returning some workers. Let's see here. 39 workers. Okay, obviously they're gonna... Yeah, we don't have any mixture of passengers and workers between themselves. Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay now. We need more population if we want to keep them busy, because at the moment 8,500 people, it's not enough for the industries we have here. So 500 here, and then it was 400 here. That would be almost 3,000 people to keep only this working. Now we had 5,000 people altogether, but we have other industries that they are working in as well. I don't know why. I don't know which ones. No, we have other industries. Okay, so tank farm, that would be the main thing that I wanted to focus in this episode. Alt-tabbing, just to see how we're doing time-wise. We have 23 minutes, that's a lot of time. I'm gonna rethink this. By going to other cities and check out how they're doing. Population again is 35,500. That means we are growing. What is this? What's happening here? Asphalt, laying asphalt. They're missing asphalt. They're missing asphalt because we're missing bitumen. I did not resolve this. Where is the train delivering bitumen coming here right now? So this is where the bitumen is supposed to be, and I can see that there's no train coming here at all. I paused this to see if I can catch this train before going through this intersection, and I think I missed him. Right, so how many tanker trains do we have here? There's nobody delivering fuel or bitumen to... Only one. There's nobody delivering fuel or bitumen to Whale Tier. How is it only one? I thought it was... Whale Tier, sorry, to Galask. Polochevo would be Koptigrad. Who's delivering in the capital city? Who's delivering in the capital city fuel? Is anybody delivering fuel? We do have fuel, right? Okay, so somebody is delivering. This is Polochevo. Okay, we don't have to Koptigrad. You know what? This is fine. Let's do this. Let's get a new train. Yes, we're gonna have a new train that's gonna be carrying. Let's see, electric locomotive. It's not going to be too big. Let's go with total capacity speed. Value, and then a reverse value. And let's try to keep it within the years here. We have this one. This is 2,900 kilowatts. I think this is nice. Ooh, this looks like it's in Polish national colors. Yes. Ooh, 160 kilometers per hour. Perfect. Let's go for this one, and then we need what is motor wagon again? Right. Oh, Shinobus. We call it Shinobus. Right. Anyway, so let's go for this one, and then let's have a couple of cargo wagons. Type, no. Total capacity, speed, value, name. No, we're gonna have to go for these ones. Value. Sure. What's with those big... Ooh, why is this so expensive? Ooh, I don't know if I like it, actually. Default. Let's go and see where our oil tankers are. We have these big ones. I'm not sure I like these. We have these ones. Soviet Union. This is Soviet Union. What colors do we have? Oh, yeah, I have mods for colors for these. Yeah, sure, why the hell not? This is 68 tons. Okay. Wait. Stop. Chemicals. Here we go. Let's use the Polish ones. This... Oh, 17 tons. That's horrible. In 1966, 1970, 2000. Here we go. 26 tons, and this is 57. And this is for fuel. What's for bitumen? And this one. Romanian ones. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do this. Fuel. Fuel is gonna be Poland. Okay, Poland. 28 tons, 57 tons. Let's go colors. Here we go. Red. 1, 2. 100 tons. 150 tons, and bitumen is gonna be 50 tons. Okay. Colors. No, there's just... Okay, let's go with this one. Here we go. Okay, this is gonna be enough of that. Let's just go and quickly resolve the issue of... where is it? Here's the loading station. You're gonna load bitumen and fuel, and then you're gonna go all the way here and unload bitumen and fuel. Okay, bitumen and fuel. Off you go, but we need to go with advanced setup, and this is going to be fuel. Yes, this one is gonna be fuel again. This one is gonna be fuel again, and the last one is gonna be bitumen. Here we go. I think that's it. There we go. We're gonna have 180 tons of fuel and 50 tons of bitumen, and it's only going to be delivered to Galask. I think that's a nice honoring of Galask. So we need to finish the main road. Other than that, Galask looks dandy. We need to build some of the buildings around Galask. That's a given, but we need to finish the main road here. Oh, is this delivering? You know what I can do here? Road office, general office, Statsovo road. Here we go. Statsovo should have enough. Oh, I don't know. Where is Statsovo getting the bitumen from? Well, it has bitumen, I can tell you that. It has bitumen. Okay, we should resolve the bitumen issue. Let's take a look at the grain storage. Grain storage is a little bit on the low side. We are delivering this grain from the other side near the Murmansk farms. Murmansk farms are doing... How are you doing with the grain storage there? You're doing, I can say that. So this train is busy just delivering grain there. Harvest season is almost upon us. I think we should address... Well, we should keep an eye on consumption. Consumption would be production, prices, production, consumption. So let's see. Industry, we are... Here we go. Let's go. This is June. Let's pause this. Last year. June would be half of the year. We can go with this year. Half of the year we consumed 7,000 tons of crops. Okay, that's decent. Consumption, manpower, consumption, overall production. Here we go. Overall production, crops. Oh, maybe page 2. And crops we produced. Okay, this is this year. We need to see the whole last year. Last year, crops would 20,000 tons. Okay, so we are producing 20,000 tons of crops, and we are consuming. Let's see. Last year, industry consumption crops would be 17,000. Okay, we're close. We are still producing more than we are consuming, and I would say that it's the difference is. The difference is the new Murmansk farm that is not being utilized. All the production from there, more or less, is the difference. So everything that we are producing over here in these farming areas is being consumed by the meat and the food industry and baby formula, baby food industry. Right, okay, so this is okay for now, but we're gonna have to address this issue if we're gonna continue to grow. Now we already have a system in place where we're gonna be transporting crops from here. As well, hopefully from here. We have all these roads done, well, some of them. So this would be a second farm that would be built here. Let me see what I'm missing here. Wow, okay. Sure, I didn't expect that it's gonna be here, but that's fine. We don't need this, we need a gravel road. Let's go with gravel road. Like this, they're gonna be constructing this, that's fine. Electricity, we have electricity from there. I want, oh, maybe I should, I don't know if I'm gonna build it right now. And the rest of it would be a fuel station and farms. So let's see here real quickly if I can build a fuel station. That would be on the gas stations, and then farming one. You know, I'm gonna build something a little bit, this is for diesel locomotives. Rural fueling station, 12-ton capacity. Here we go. Rural medium refueling station. Okay, I think this is a little bit better. 12 tons. This is no farm. Something with a little bit more capacity. This is 39 tons, and I like this. And this can be more or less anywhere. We can even place it here. Where do I want to place it? You know what? Let's place it over here. Maybe in this direction. Asphalt a little bit longer just so we can construct the road with the construction offices. We can, and then we're gonna go for mods and power substation. We're gonna build the stupid one. No, let's go with Mr. The stupid one being my favorite one. Let's go with Mr. Toprus's one. None of them have the access on the opposite side. They're all weird like this. Okay, that's fine. Let's do it like this without connections. That's fine. And then let's go and build gravel footpath. There we go. Constructed. Is it long enough? It's long enough. And then we can have electricity hoses here because we're gonna have some fields over here, but probably in the opposite direction than we think. So we can try. We can go with. You know what? I'll go with electricity hoses on this side. Well, what about the other side? How far are hoses there? They're both in the pointing in the wrong direction because we don't have any need for these guys here. I think I'm gonna go for these ones. Let's just go across the street here and then parallel to the road as much as we can, like this, and then parallel to the road here, and then just connect it to this one. Okay, I think this looks decent. This needs to be constructed. We can go for Murmansk construction because they're not doing that much at the moment. And this is done. We need to assign fuel. Who's going to be coming here to deliver fuel, but that we need to finish this first. Okay, so Koptigrad, how is doing with construction? I can see that groundwork is being done here. Perfect. Excavators are doing their jobs. Lovely jubbly. And then continuing on. Oh, coffee time. We need to wet the whistle. That's my bad, hitting the mic. Right, so capital city, we should have a little bit more power supply over here. Now, why I'm not, what I should do is cut into whole crap load of these constructions and just finish the power supplies to our railroad network. Unfortunately, our railroad network needs to be, well, first, I either have to do it after where our construction, yeah, you can see here that these trains are actually finishing this. I'll let them finish and I'm gonna rebuild everything. What about if I cut it through here? No, it's too close to the city. I don't want to have electricity supply over here. Another thing that we didn't think about here, we have a fire station here that is being heated with this heating plant. I think this fire station over here should be moved closer to this heating plant instead of getting instead of vice versa getting the heat over here from that heating plant, because we said we're gonna remove this heating plant because we don't need it, because we're gonna put power plant over here. What kind of power plant can I put in here? I mean, coal one, obviously, but will we have enough space for it? Because this is not that big. So what kind of power plants we have? Power plant, there we go. So we have, this is a small one, nuclear, okay, let's go one by one. So this is a coal power plant. This is Bełchatów, the Polish one. It's not really, it's just huge, enormous power plant, but I call it like that. We have Mr. Robs's one, but this one is going to be a little bit too big for this one. So this is oil, fuel, coal. This one looks interesting. What is this? That is coal power plant. Produces 900 megawatts. Compared to this one, it's even smaller than that one. But still, I think we can use this one. Will it fit in here? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Probably we could, but let's see what else we have. We have this. Ooh. What's the production here? A little bit bigger. This is 1930s power plant. Now I know probably I shouldn't. You know what? Space shouldn't be an issue here. We're not NASA. So we should be, we can get these conveyor belts elsewhere. So what do I need? What do I want? That's probably the best question. What is coal power plant? This is the old one. I don't like that one. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? That is the question. This is the most important thing. What would fit here the best? You know, what would... Yeah, I think I'm not gonna go for a big one. Well, actually, you know what? Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Yeah, because there's no consumption of this amount of electricity over here. That's one thing. I mean, getting people here, we already have this in place. I'm pretty sure that when I remove this heating plant, we can actually make this work. So we can make this big power plant over here. Now, what about electricity infrastructure? We have something. This is where the redundancy of this one comes into play. We have redundancy. You know what? I think I should have more space for this. Something like this. What do you guys think? Should we go for an enormous power plant here? Obviously, this is we cannot just place a power plant over here. We're gonna have to have all the infrastructure in place, electricity infrastructure to distribute it elsewhere. What's the production? It's 5,000, I believe. 5,000 megawatts. Let's just check this out. Let's demolish this and let's see. This obviously fits here. So if I remove this heating plant, obviously I'm going to build a big storage over here. We have electricity infrastructure here, but this is not enough. We need more electricity hoses everywhere. So this power plant produces 5,600 megawatts of power, which is more or less 5 times more than Mr. Robs's here. That's the one that is powering our steel mill. Now this is something that I promised you previously, and this is only now coming into play, where we can, or we are planning... Oh, Jesus Christ. Steel, cannot export. What's with this? Why are you fighting with each other again? Why is this guy going into that direction and not the left one? Okay, let's try this. Can you... I don't think he can. Can you... I don't think he can't either. How can I resolve this? Semaphores again. So let's go with semaphores. And you can see this one needs to be mixed. And then this one needs to go back to steel mill. He should be able to do so. And now, after... what now? Yeah, I told them to turn around and not to go. I didn't tell them to go here. So after you're done with this one, you need to switch to the left-hand side. So why is this red? No, I have no idea. No, it's green for him. Okay, so after steel mill, you need to go to the left-hand side. So here, and then let's just tell them to go here. So he will stick to the left-hand side. Probably, hopefully, we'll see. And yeah, he should be there. Yeah, he should. This should be working. You can probably already go here. You know what? No. Let him do the full circle. Okay, that should be it. So what I wanted to say, we had coal already, coal deliveries coming over here. And I said I'm going to build a big power plant over here, but we didn't. We didn't because it wouldn't directly supply the steel mill. So when we tried to build this huge power plant over here, it wouldn't be connected. It had to be like really close to this one. And I believe this is the reason why we didn't want to build this one. And of course it would be enormous pollution for the cities around here. But here, this is really far away from population centers, so we can do it here. Now, bear in mind, yes, electricity infrastructure is going to be the biggest problem if we go for power plant over here. Okay, what do I mean by that? Look, this produces... how much did we say? This produces 5 times this amount. This is 1000 megawatt hours. So 1000 megawatt hours here is producing 17 megawatts of megawatt hours, and this is 17 megawatts of electricity. Now remember that our biggest cables are 18 megawatts capacity, and this one is 5 times as much. So we need 5 outgoing biggest electricity hoses we have. That would be these high voltage ones. Okay, that's not a problem. We have connections, but we cannot transport this electricity anywhere. We can transport it through these cables to Galask, and we can transport it with these cables to Koptigrad, and potentially I can even get a third connection. I can have as many connections, but these cables here cannot handle more than 18 megawatts. So all electricity produced here would be waste if I don't have 5, I'm repeating 5, 18 megawatt cables going out of this power plant into the country, the different positions, different locations. So for example, I have to connect directly power plant to this intersection here, and probably even this one over here near the capital city. Like, I will have to connect this to... Oh, I didn't even connect these ones, really? Okay, that's a strange one. I can see here that we're missing something for construction, something. And yeah, anyway, we're gonna work on this later. But what I wanted to say is we need these high voltage cables connected everywhere, in 5 corners of your country. Absolutely brand new infrastructure has to be placed. So I can tap in these cables, but that's not gonna be enough. I need to tap in 3 additional cables going directly to where the electricity is going to be consumed. Nuclear city, yes, probably capital city, or even at least Nicesburg, will have to have new cables delivering electricity here. Now we have materials and everything. My only problem is going to look like crap. All these cables just going through the mountains is going to look like, I don't know, I'm not going to be happy. It's not going to look that nice. We can, for example, connect one to Markusovo, which is going to be supplying grid from this side. We can, if we tap into this power cables going from Galask, this will reverse supply power there. We can make it work. I think we can make it work. Anyway, let me know what you think about this huge power plant being built here. Again, it is going to be a huge power plant. We will increase the coal storage over here. It's not going to be this one. I will build a big storage, and then we're probably going to have to cut into these cables and then have a power supply here, and then one of them is going to have to go somewhere around here where we have additional connections and this kind of stuff, you know. So, yeah, let me know if you think that if it's smart to build a power plant here. I don't know. Right, one thing I do know that this fire station there will have to go. So fire station, we're gonna go for fire station, I think it's this one. So we're gonna say, you know what, brick by brick, we're gonna disassemble that one and assemble it over here. What else? Sorry, hitting the mic. What else do we need here? We're gonna need people You know what? This is going to be enough. This is going to be enough. I'm going to handle the rest of the stuff as we go. There we go. What about these underground cables? They're done. Finally, we have everything finished. This heating plant now should be heating. Yeah, you can see that the cables, the power station is full. Perfect. Heating plant. It has storage. They're burning coal, as you can see, and they are heating everything. We can even remove. This one over here, if we want to. Heating plant. Maybe I should leave it, just, you know, as a reminder of the dumbass things we did. Okay. Okay. Buildings are being constructed here. That's nice to see. Gravel is delivered. I'm gonna leave them to work on this one. We require people here. Sure, Coptibus. What about this? We have a lot of people coming to bus stations. We are not really using them. Copti 2. We need to finish this bus station as well. Right. I think everything is progressing nicely over here. Okay, Mr. Bill mentioned also in the comment section that he likes big buildings. Yes, Mr. Bill likes big buildings. Right, and we're gonna keep it as it is. We're gonna keep it as it is because Mr. Bill has a final say here in this one. I definitely agree with this. It looks, well, I agree that he has the final say with the construction. I don't know what to think about construction. It could be overpopulated. It doesn't have to be. I'm not sure. Should we? I probably should. Okay, what can we do to make these people happy? We don't have a lot of time left. I can see work, jobs, and I think we're gonna have to address this in the next episode. It looks like they're quite happy here in Mr. Bill's town. They're quite happy. Okay, we're over an hour, so I'm gonna say that thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, you have description of the video. See you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.